Game of Thrones, one of the biggest fantasy worlds out there today, full of political intrigue, blood and gore, death, magic, even more death. Everything a good show needs. In the last episode of the series, I realised something about Jon Snow. That reminded me of a certain character in another fantasy universe that is quite big today, The Witcher. I'm not saying that Jon is a ripoff or inspired by Geralt of Rivia, but there are very solid connections between the two. They both fell in love with redheads. They both deal with sorceresses, and they both kill monsters and rally for the other folk. Jon with the wildlings, Geralt with the elves. They are both great friends and leaders, and they are both known as the White Wolf and the best swordsman of the North.
Knew you witches wouldn't scorn imperial gold. Tough hunt.
Tougher than yours, that's certain. Evil is evil. Lesser, greater, middling, makes no difference.
Come fit me!
Bring her down. Do it my way. You like that, you bitch? Get the hammer. Kick her teeth in.
The degree is arbitrary, the definition's blurred. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
Let's compare the worlds. Now, in both worlds, we got gore, blood, nudity, sex, political intrigue, awesome kings.
Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the forefather and the mother creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
It's tradition. Without the bedding ceremony, there's no real proof the Lord and Lady consummated their marriage.
No, but there are other ways of providing proof.
Boy or girl?
I don't know. But if it's a boy, I know what we should name him.
Oh, do you? It seems to me the father should have some say in his son's naming.
Eddard. Don't you want to teach little Ned Stark how to ride horses?
I do.
And incest.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boosie and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
Axel Baratheon, black of hair. Lionel Baratheon, black of hair. Stefan Baratheon, black of hair. Robert Baratheon, black of hair. Joffrey Baratheon, golden head.
Sorry, Your Grace. My deepest apologies.
Are you drunk?
No. No, Your Grace. I had 2 cups of wine.
2 cups? That's not much at all. Please, have another cup.
You sure, Your Grace?
Yes, to celebrate my name day. Have as much as you like.
I will be honored, Your Grace.
Sir Meryn, help Sir Donto celebrate my name day. See that he drinks his fill.
You can't.
What did you say? Did you say I can't?
I only meant it would be bad luck to kill a man on your name day.
What kind of stupid peasant superstition?
The girl is right. When a man sows on his name day, he reaps all year.
And death of the characters you love.
The Lannisters send their regards.
Plus monsters and magic.
I saw a long ship made of the claws of dead men. The wraiths drove everyone to the shore. My daughter, too. No man who meets the hunt returns to this world.
I returned.
Birds are silent for the night. Cows turned in as daylight dies. But when soul lies anxious, wide awake, for the Witcher, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold. He'll chop and slice, you cut and dice, you eat, you uphold. Eat you whole.
Now, first of all, witches are seen as outcasts. They get pissed on, spat on, and get no respect. Yet with the times of war, many will rally against the witches, even though they're their best bet for survival.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Sounds very similar, doesn't it? The world of the Witcher and the world of Westeros. And the bastards that are shamed for their very existence. Especially Jon, the bastard that knows nothing.
Rode all day. Didn't want to leave you alone with the Lannisters. Find you at the feast?
Lady Stark thought it might insult the royal family to see the bastard in their midst.
Lord Eddard Stark is my father.
And Lady Stark is not your mother, making you a bastard. Let me give you some advice, bastard. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you.
I wish I could be here when you wake up. I'm going north with Uncle Benjen. I'm taking the Black. I know we always talked about seeing the wall together, but you'll be able to come visit me at Castle Black when you're better. I'll know my way around by then. I'll be a sworn brother of the Night's Watch. We can go out walking beyond the wall if you're not afraid.
believe.
So those are some of the similarities between them. Now, both of these series have been around for a long time. The Witcher came out in 1986 as a short story, and then turned into a short story novel. Game of Thrones came out in 1996, and they all prospered to become some of the best fantasy books you will ever read of these generations.
Another thing that I feel makes your work very enjoyable is that the reader suffers. Because danger feels real and no character is safe. And I think that another author that does this pretty well too is George R.R. Martin, who...
He's even better than me.
He kills his characters
Yes,
a great deal more too.
We know each other personally, so I told him once that he's doing a bad economical thing with the heroes. He's killing them with no reason. Killing the heroes must have a reason. And he said the reason is that the reader is angry. Yes, he made me angry, killing Jon Snow.
Which is quite funny when you consider that the last book that he wrote in the main series of The Witcher, he killed a whole lot of characters as well. Now, there's also a lot of other similarities, such as Jon and Geralt actually dying in a very violent way involving stabbing in a place that they knew fairly well.
Rivia. Population 1,234. In that, 253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. The streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perished, including the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the Witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair. Their place of interment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
Man says he saw your uncle at Hardhome the last full moon.
Could be lying.
Could be. There are ways to find out.
Where is he?
Over there. For the watch. For the watch. For the watch. For the watch. For the watch.
For the watch.
They stabbed me. Ollie. You put a knife in my heart.
Yet in the end, the White Wolf rose from death and fought in many a wars against the undead and the spectres that came to take their soul once more. Anyway, that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It took me a while to make, and I hope you guys learned a few things about how I think Jon Snow is the Geralt of Rivia of the Game of Thrones universe, and vice versa if you wish to take it that way. Anyway, that's the Aussie Viking out. I'll see you in Valhalla. Bye.
Once we were many. Now we are few. Hunters, killers of the world's filth. Witchers, the ultimate killing machines. Among us, a legend. The one they call Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf.
Lady Mormont speaks harshly. And truly. My son died for Robb Stark, the young wolf. I didn't think we'd find another king in my lifetime. I didn't commit my men to your cause, because I didn't want more Manderleys dying for nothing. But I was wrong. Jon Snow avenged the Red Wedding. He is the White Wolf, the king in the north.
I did not fight beside you on the field, and I will regret that until my dying day. A man can only admit when he was wrong and ask forgiveness.
There's nothing to forgive, my lord.
There will be more fights to come. House Glover will stand behind House Stark, as we have for 1,000 years. And I will stand behind Jon Snow. The King in the North! The King in the North!